German soldiers arrived on permanent deployment on Monday. The development came after the two countries had agreed to station a German brigade in the Baltic state late last year. The Bundeswehr division should be ready for deployment by 2027. According to German Defense Minister Boris Pistorius, the aim was to station 4,800 troops and around 200 civilians permanently in coordination with NATO. At a press conference in Vilnius, Lithuania, German ambassador to Lithuania, Zimmermann, called the decision to permanently deploy troops to NATO's eastern flank unprecedented. The Lithuanian defense minister said that German reliability was very important for his country, adding that the vast majority of Lithuanians supported the presence of German soldiers in their country. Meanwhile, Kremlin said that German military presence in Lithuania would escalate tensions. And for more on this story, we are now joined by DW's Thomas Sparrow from Berlin. Thomas, hello. Why is Germany stationing a brigade in Lithuania?
You mentioned in your introduction the key word here, and that word is permanent. Germany, in recent years, in recent decades, has indeed stationed soldiers in different countries around the world, but this is the first time that it is doing specifically this permanent brigade, and it shows Lithuania as a country to do so. You also stress another important fact, which is that this is something that has just begun but will be fully operational in a few years' time. And the reason why Germany is doing this is to strengthen collective defense as part of NATO. Lithuania is a NATO partner, and Germany believes that by stationing these troops there permanently, it can contribute to NATO's defense, especially in an area which is seen as particularly challenging, NATO's eastern flank, and specifically helping countries like Lithuania, like other Baltic countries that are particularly feeling threatened by Russia, which is not far away from there. So all in all, this is seen as a contribution from Germany towards that collective defense throughout the NATO alliance.
Has there been any reaction so far by Germany to Kremlin's statement that it could escalate tensions?
Well, the Kremlin may see it as escalating tensions, but the view is a very different one, not only in European capitals like Berlin, but other countries as well, that actually see that the threat is not coming from NATO, but coming rather from Moscow, and specifically by its actions, for example, in Ukraine. So Germany sees this also as a contribution towards that collective defense. When it comes to Russia, which is seen now as a country that is particularly threatening, that is particularly destabilizing, for example, when you look at what is happening in Ukraine. So this clearly exemplifies once again that there are very different views when it comes to defense in Europe and beyond. The Kremlin may see it as destabilizing. The Kremlin may see it as something that could escalate tensions. The view from Berlin, the view from Europe is a very different one indeed.
All right. Thank you, Thomas. Thomas Sparrow joining us from DW Berlin. You're watching DD India Global.